Hi there. So this morning was Austin's first day of school. Very exciting. And we were bringing Austin to the classroom. He was sitting down, and I overheard a mom that was talking to her daughter. And she's just like, remember everything that you learned today and everything you did today, because when you come home, I want you to tell me all about it, okay? And I was thinking, oh my gosh, this mom is a genius, total genius. And so I'm like, I'm totally stealing that. So I crouched down next to Austin. I'm like, Austin, so remember everything that happened today. I want you to pay attention and remember, so that when you come home today, I want you to tell me all about how your day went and if you had an amazing day and how everything went, okay? I want to hear all about it. And he's like, okay. So he nodded. And and I was thinking, what if we lived our life that way? What if we thought, if we went through the day and we're always looking for meaning, we're looking for stuff around us that's happening, we're looking for stuff that we would share in a powerful way over dinner, with conversations with our spouse, with our family, with our kids. We lived life in the mindset of a student that is going to teach what they just learned, right? You would take notes differently. You'd have these notes in your head in a very different way. You would think, okay, I need to remember that because I'm going to talk about it, I'm going to share about it. And you're not just letting life happen to you. You're not just stumbling through life, sleepwalking, and seeing how it goes and seeing how you may react on a knee-jerk type of scale. You're not just merely going through the motions. You're actually being very intentional. You're paying attention and you're seeing, okay, what message is the multiverse sending me today? What message is God sending me today? What do I have to share? What meaning is this giving to me? What am I going to share? Like, what is this all about? Because now you're thinking more of a teaching mindset, right? You're thinking, I need to remember and process this and embrace it and really see what there is to see, because there's more to do with this that I'm receiving. It's not just simply for me and to react and to respond to see how it goes, but also to teach and talk about it later. Isn't that a powerful way to be? And I was like, this mom is a genius. She was telling her daughter to pay attention and remember, so that you come home and share with me what it is that you mastered, what is it you learned, what is it that you did. And Austin came home today, and usually when I ask him questions like, hey, how was school? What'd you do? I don't know. What'd you eat? I don't know. Something. And then it's just like, did you do your homework? Did you do your letters? But today when I came home, I was like, hey, Austin, how did it go? What did you do? And he was just like, I ate pizza and oranges and cherries. I had cherries in the oranges. And I ate corn, and I played with Play-Doh, and I played outside. I'm like, oh, that's called recess. It was such a different conversation because he was strategic about his day. He was thinking, okay, how am I going to talk about this with my mom? Because she asked me to remember, because she was going to talk about it later with me. And how cool is that? The other day I was having a conversation with my husband, and I'm very good about putting my husband in a box and how I think he is and how he operates. And he's like, hey, Tuan, you go live every day. Is this really necessary? Do you really need to go live every day? And typically when he asks, I'm like, what is this about? Why is he judging me? What does he think about me? What did I do wrong? How am I going to do things better? Like, what is this really about? And so I have all this conversation in my head about the kind of person he is, whether he's supporting me, what his thoughts are about, if there is any validity to what he's saying, what is he going to say next? How am I doing this wrong? Blah, 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 blah. All this meow. Always, whenever he's talking, I'm just like in my head, I'm rolling my eyes. This is how my conversations with my husband go. And this time, though, I allowed him to surprise me, and I did something even more incredible. I allowed myself to surprise me. I sat there, and I gave him the space, and I did not judge him. I was like, okay, well, that's a fair question. So, Tuan, think about it. Think about what he just said, and think about what you think, and give an honest answer. So I sat there and I said, I was really present to the question. I was thinking about it, the question. Usually I just have a knee-jerk reaction, and I'm trying to go down some sort of rabbit hole. I'm going down this conversation, this excuse, this hemming and this hawing, and then usually he's like, yes, but you did not answer my question. And then I was just like, what a jerk. He always says I never answer his question. He always interrupts me. He never lets me talk about whatever I want to talk. Why does it always have to be what he wants to talk about? So this time I didn't do any of that. I surprised myself and I said, Everett, going live every day benefits me more than it possibly benefits my viewers. Whenever I'm going live every day, whenever I go through my day, I'm living through my day, I'm actually paying really close attention to the multiverse and the messages and the meaning that she sends me. I'm looking for content and any revelations, any moments of enlightenment, any clarity moments that I would like to share with my viewers on video. So for me, when I go live every day, I'm always looking for content. I'm always paying attention to how my day is going. I'm looking for triggers. I'm listening to the conversations in my head. I'm listening for stuff that is really relatable so that people can say, oh, yeah, I know exactly what she's talking about. I do that all the time. Oh my gosh, I do that too. And so that's kind of like the theme of going to school, right? And Austin paying attention throughout his day so that he has something to share with me later as he comes home. And I was thinking, wow, that was such a different conversation, and when I said that and I shared that with him from my heart and from just the honesty, and I tried and I really listened to his question and I answered it from my heart, he nodded. He's like, okay. And then I went in and talked about some more technical stuff and things like that. And he's like, okay. And it wasn't an attack on my character like I thought he always was. He wasn't criticizing me. He wasn't seeing where all my flaws were and how imperfect I was and what stuff he wanted to improve about me. But that was how I saw. As in the past, as our conversation, I always thought, okay, what is he going to say about me next? What did I do wrong? What is he going to say about how I'm doing this incorrectly? It's always very much resistant, and I already have like this background noise in my head of what all this means. Like I add all this extra spice and stories, and I paint all this extra stuff around him. And I didn't do that yesterday, and that was a very, very wonderful gift I gave myself and to Everett that he doesn't even know about. And I was thinking a lot today when I was driving home from work, and I was thinking about this coaching practice that I'm doing. And I keep talking about how you can live your soul elevated life. And I keep talking and talking and talking. And and I was thinking, if I was a viewer on the other side of this camera, I'd be like, well, that's nice, Tuan. Thanks for sharing that I can live a soul elevated life. I don't even know what the heck that means. What does it mean to live a soul elevated life? How could I possibly live a soul elevated life? I'm just trying to live each day. I'm just trying to get through it. And I was thinking, if you were trying to live a soul elevated life, you would be living a life that was meaningful, that was powerful. You'd have these really deep, meaningful relationships. You would have life fulfillment. You would have clarity on your purpose and what you came here to do. You would be operating from your soul's alignment and your core values, from your soul's alignment and the soul's core values. You would be sharing your soul's message. You would be manifesting into existence the life and the person that you would like to be and the action that you would take. You would be expanding your soul and yourself on a continuous, constant basis. You would be having transformations every day. You would be having massive transformations. You would have a coach that pushes you to operate outside of your comfort zone. You would have all this momentum. You would exude with energy and excitement and life and aliveness, and you would feel balanced and centered and happy and fulfilled. And you would listen very closely to the triggers in your life. You'd listen to the things that come into your life, and you would pay attention to what they may mean, and you choose the meaning you give it. And it's very slow, reflective, intentional, and you get at the same time, you get so much more completed by the time it's 10 a.m. before the rest of the world has even started doing anything remotely in that direction. That's what living a soul elevated life. And I know you must be thinking, I don't know what the crap she's talking about. I'm just trying to survive. I'm just trying to have it all. I'm just trying to have some sort of life work balance. I'm just trying not to feel guilty. I'm trying to not get in a fight with my husband. I'm trying to not feel horrible about money. I'm trying to improve my relationship about money. I just want to know why I'm here. It's, and I was thinking about that because that's where I was. That's what I was struggling with. I was struggling motherhood and being a wife and a daughter and a sister. And I was struggling with having meaning in my life. I was struggling with what is my purpose? What did I come here to do? I don't think it's about trying to struggle and trying to make it and trying to just have ends meet. And I know that is a waste of my life. That's a waste of this reincarnation. I don't think this is what I came here to do. So why do I live life this way? There's got to be more to this than what it is I'm living right now, right? I feel stuck and I feel unfulfilled and there's just something missing in my life. I'm eating a lot of food, I'm laying on the couch, I'm doing this Netflix marathon thing and trying to pass the time by watching TV and consuming stuff that doesn't serve me because there's a hole in me. There's something missing. I don't know what it is. I feel fat and unconfident and sad and depressed and tired all the time and low energy, and I fight with my husband. I pick him apart. There's so many things wrong with my marriage. I have all these complaints and these conversations in my head that don't serve me, and I don't know how to get out of it. I'm stuck in this weird twilight zone, right? If that's you and you've just had enough, you're like, this is not what I came here to do, And if you were just using Netflix and the TV and stuff to just pass time by so that you can wallow away and live this life so that you can come back and do this again and again and again, it makes no sense, right? Why are you wasting all these reincarnations, all these lifetimes? You didn't come here to do that. That is not even remotely tapping into the magnificence that you are, the wondrous self that you are, the soul that you are. That's the opposite of living a soul elevated life. And that's where I come in. I am here to help you understand and to get clarity on all the stuff that doesn't serve you. I'm here to help you figure out, what is it that you came here to do? Who would you like to be? Who would you like to call into physical existence and that person that you desire to be? What kind of energy do you wish to exude? What kind of relationship do you want to have that you desire to have with your husband and your family? What kind of relationship do you desire to have with your kids? What kind of relationship do you desire to have with your money, the energy of money? How much money do you have? How much money would you like to have? How would you like it to go? I'm here to get you clarity in all of that. I'm here to listen to you very closely at your questions and your wonderings and the things that are bothering you, and to help you find your blind spots and to take a stand for the person you are meant to be. Where you're like, how the heck do I access it? I have no idea. It's so out of my control. It's so out of this realm of possibility. I don't even, you won't even finish the sentence because you're I don't know. And that's where I come in. I was there. I was lost. And I searched and I found the answer. That's why I'm happy. And that's why I exude all this vibrancy. That's why I feel alive. That's why I signed up to be a coach. That's why I keep telling you that I would like to help you live your soul elevated life. And you don't have to hire me as your coach. You can hire anyone that you think that would help you get the transformation you're looking for. Anyone that can get you the clarity. Because honestly, it's kind of like a simple analogy. We know how to lose weight, right? We know we're supposed to eat right. We know we're supposed to exercise. But why is it that we cannot bring ourselves to take the action to do it? Why do Olympians hire coaches? Because there is something uncomfortable about operating in that space of growth and expansion. That's where the coach comes in. They help you see your potential and your possibility, and they help you operate in that zone. And there is something to be said about needing energy to transform matter into one form to another. When you want to transform ice to water to gas, you have to use energy. You have to exert energy to change the form. So if you would like to change your form, your mindset, your body, your spirit, you would like to transform that, it requires energy. And typically that is with money, leveraging the energy of money. Because honestly, I would do this for free if I could, but the results are not the same. When I paid my coach money to change and transform my life, I leveraged the power of energy, and I promised myself that I would get 100% return on the money I invested into these coaching sessions. Is when I started to see massive transformation, and I was willing to back it up with massive action, because I was just like, if I'm going to spend this kind of money, I'm going to get my return on this investment in myself. That's how powerful that is. And there is something to be said about having a coach that helps you operate outside of your comfort zone. All this learning, all this inner work, all this soul work that I keep talking about that you need to do, I can share with you for free. I can tell you what you need to do. But unless you put money into, unless you back it up with some serious commitment to take action to invest in yourself, you're not going to do any of those things. And so that's where the coach comes in. That's where the money exchange of energy comes in. You exchange money with your coach, that energy for you to say, I'm going to take action because I've had enough. I've had enough of living this kind of life. I'm done. I'm so done. I'm not going to keep reincarnating, doing this over and over and over and over again. I've simply had enough. I'm ready to get back on the trajectory of where I'd like to end up. I'm ready to change the vibrational frequency from where I'm operating. I'm ready to change my life. I'm ready to change my mind, my body, my spirit. I'm finally ready to feed my soul. I want to live a life where my soul is elevated. Because wherever I'm in right now, that's not it. That's not it. That's not where I want to be. And that's when you're at your wit's end and you've had enough, that's how you're going to feel. And those are the things you're going to say. So that's where I come in. That's what I do for a living. That's why I go live every day. That's why I share with you my latest revelations and my latest epiphanies and the latest stuff I'm learning, because I'm always expanding. I'm always learning. I'm always growing. My soul is always being elevated. My vibrational frequency keeps going up so that I can better serve you. This is why I meditate 4 hours a day, so I can keep feeding my soul, so I can be a better version of myself. I can tap into that higher version of myself so that I can truly be here and serve you 150%. I provide the space and the arena for you to have massive transformation in your life in any area that you choose, but it comes with an exchange. And I've posted my rates online on my website. Is called soulelevatedlife.com, and these prices are only good for August. So if I resonate with you, you're ready to take massive action for massive transformation, take advantage of these rates right now. These prices are only good for the end of August. After that, next month is going up 25%, because I keep elevating, I keep better. If you've watched my videos from months ago, you would see that my energy, my level of engagement, the stuff that I exude out has completely changed and transformed, because I keep doing the inner work. I keep doing the work that keeps transforming me to access and become a higher and better version of myself. And of course, the more energy and the more vibrational frequency, the more transformation there is to take place, and for leveling up to take place, it requires a different form of energy through a higher form of energy, which can be simply equated to a higher number on the scale as far as the energy of money goes, simple mathematics. So, with all that said, if you've had enough, you're ready to live your soul elevated life. You have no idea half of what I talked about is, but you know, whatever she has, that energy, that stuff that's coming out through her eyes, that spirit, that vibrancy, that aliveness, that meaning, whatever it is, that is what I desire. Yeah, That means that whatever I have is something I can help you access and provide. That's something that you are waiting to hear and do and have. So, my challenge to you, take action. Go check out the website. See what it is. See what I am all about. See if what it is resonates with you. And if you have these doubts, you have these triggers, you have like this conversation, send me a message, email me, and we'll talk. And we can get on the phone, or you can text me, whatever it is you want. And we will get to the bottom of this. You know, I'm very generous with my coaching sessions, meaning I do give out free content and I give you some free guidance to a certain extent. But when you're ready for some really massive transformation and you're ready to change you're ready to change your life in a way of leaps and bounds, it requires money. It requires the energy of money. And that's where a commitment comes in, because that's when you put your money where your mouth is. And that's when it's no longer frolicking around. It's no more child's play. It's actually time to level up and take some serious action, just like a straight A student or an Olympian would. You start taking some serious action and operating outside of your comfort zone. Yeah, it gets uncomfortable for you to have massive transformation in your life. And that, my darling, is how you live a soul elevated life. Check out my website. Check out If I Am For You, and I will see you tomorrow.